Hey guys, what's going on? Xbox All In channel, host Sega Forever, bringing back an All In Real video. Haven't done one for a while, but yesterday when I woke up to get ready to go to work, the new Jason Mamoa TV project that he's doing with Apple dropped. At least the trailer. I think it's a teaser trailer. It's not that long, but it dropped. I checked it out. It's something that I heard about for a while now, and then it kind of just fell off the radar for me. That's a lot of stuff that has to do with productions and stuff like that. But it's back on, and had a chance to see the trailer, and then we'll do a quick little view of the trailer, and I'll give my thoughts and reactions. But one of the things I'm kind of looking forward to, because I am a fan of Jason Momoa. I think he's an actor that hits above his pay grade, so to speak. There's a lot of actors that have the potential to do that, but they don't come to that realization. Again, Dave Bautista is one. Dave Bautista is one that surprised me the most. I didn't think he'd be able to break out of you know, his. He's kind of a typecasted character, man, but he's pleasantly surprised me and stuff like his politics aside, of course. And that's all, and it has to be said with a lot of his stuff. Sorry, guys. Um, Regardless, separating the uh, the entertainer from his politics and stuff like that. Something I'll try to do on this channel, but I am a pop culture channel, and I do talk about politics. But still, we'll look at this trailer. I've already checked it out. We'll do a live look at it right now. Again, it's not very long, and then I want to give you guys some of my thoughts. All right, so bear with me, guys. And again, I'm trying to bring these videos back because I haven't done one in a while. There's a couple of videos. I know I've fallen behind on my channel, guys. There's a lot of videos that I want to put out, but I just don't have the time. Um, that's just the reality of it. Uh, but the one thing I will do is at least get the variety. Keep that in check. Right? I'm just not going to talk about just all Xbox all the time. I'm not going to just talk about all politics all the time. I'll cover a wide array of things. Um, just let me set this up real quick, and then we'll run through it. So the volume's tight. Yeah. But again, the name of it is Chief of War. Again, teaser trailer. And shout out to Jason Mamoa, man. If there's one person that I think that could pull this off, it's him. It's definitely him, dude. And his heart's really in the project. In fact, I think he helped produce it. He's got a pretty good cast of characters, people that or cast of actors and actresses that I do know, that I do follow entertainment. Not as hardcore as I used to, but definitely some people that you recognize, especially if you're fans of certain franchises, right? But anyway, let's give it a run and see where we go with this.
Ike ana oi I ke kō ana o ka wānana e kai ana. Nā e imi ke ana.
Are you still the chief who desires peace over war?
Ole ke ia la.
So yeah, short little teaser, right? But I like this trailer. I like what it showed. There's been a lot of talk, especially where I live, guys. A lot of people are kind of wondering what this movie's going to be about. I tried to do a little bit of a deep dive yesterday. Some of the information's come out. I don't know how accurate it is, and then there's people that are discussing it. And there's a couple of videos that I checked out and I thought was really cool. This one guy, he's definitely a Hawaiian local boy that was talking about. So he kind of explained the story that's going to encompass Jason Momoa's character, and he's going to be like he's one of the chiefs for Kamehameha. If you guys don't know who Kamehameha is, like he's revered in the islands here because he was the king that united all the Hawaiian Islands. For a lot of you guys might not know, man, there's a lot of war. There's a lot of war in Hawaii prior to Western civilization. coming over, or pre-contact, right? And then even when pre-contact came, um, there was war, and then the first what I like to call first contact. When that happened, that changed a lot of things for the islands. Of course, you guys know I'm a Christian, so Christianity was one of the major things. The way the couple system, and so that's the kind of like the laws, the rules, the regulations of the people of the islands and stuff like that. And another thing too. Hey, what's up, Faded? What's up, brother? What's up, Sega? You heard about the news that the FTC lawsuit is officially being dropped? Yeah, figured it would be, man. Just the current administration is very more pro-business. And again, we talked about this with FTC and what they were doing with Xbox. Dude, they were going above and beyond what they should have been doing. It's actually a big waste of taxpayer money, if I'm being honest. So I'm glad to hear that it's official, right? And then so we'll see what Microsoft will do moving forward, besides putting our games on PlayStation. So that aside, hopefully we'll get some big announcements. They did do the retro stuff that I thought was pretty cool. Shout out to Hebot for putting that on blast in our discussion groups. And yeah, I mean, again, dude, when it comes to games and what Microsoft, at least Xbox, the brand, um, at least what we play, what we own Xbox is for, which is for video games, right? I mean, they're hitting it out of the park. I can't critique them on there. Just some of their policies, some of the stuff that they're trying to do, and I understand what they're trying to do. I've made peace with it. Talked to Hebot about it, man. I think Unlimited has a great take on it as well. It is what it is. So I'm adjusting myself accordingly, like I said in my last video. Hey, what's up, Daniel Berry, man? WNBA is in full swing, man. Dude, that Chicago Fever game was nuts, bro. And I guess it was a heartbreaker. I didn't get a chance to watch the Atlanta game, man. I didn't realize how much Atlanta leveled up. I liked their team last year, man, and I liked a lot of their players. They had a lot of young players. I even liked the coach. But I mean, a lot of these teams, dude, they traded a lot of people, man. People moved, people leveled up. Coaches got fired, man. GMs got fired. It's nuts. But welcome to the podcast, guys. Appreciate it. And we can touch a little bit. If you guys want to comment, just go ahead and comment. And then I'll run through this trailer one more time because that's how short it was. Just because I just want to make some points. But yeah, so I've been looking to take from some of the people, especially the local people, especially the people that are in the production. As far as I know, man, Jason Mamoa is not playing Kamehameha. He's playing Ka'aina, who is another chief for Kamehameha, and there's a story behind that as well. I don't want to get in too deep into it, man, because I don't know how much of this stuff is true or not. I never heard anything official. There's people commenting on it, but I saw this one guy's video where if it is what he says it is, because there's a history behind all of this kind of stuff that's gone on. This is actual events. So if it is what that guy was saying it is, then I think this could be a really good show, right? And if you guys don't know, Jason Mamoa, man, he has a pretty good library of movies that he's done, and it's very eclectic, right? He's a guy that like he has a lot of range. A lot of people just look at him, man, sometimes, and they're like me, man. One of the reasons why I like Jason Momoa as an actor, man, is he played Ronan Dex on Stargate Atlantis. It's one of my favorite shows of all time, science fiction shows. And just for him being able to play certain parts, but play different types of characters, not like he could be looked at as like the dude bro. I've seen him in TV shows and stuff like that. Dude, he has a lot of range. I'll give him that much. So, and then he was on this series on Netflix. I think it's called Frontier, and he played like a half Native American, I think half like European. I think he was like Irish or Scottish or something like that. And that was what they were showing on the Frontier, when the Native Americans and a lot of the Frontiers people there, and then there was all about trade and businesses. So really great show, man. So if you guys kind of wonder if Jason Momoa can do a period piece, definitely go look at Frontiers. Awesome. He's done the Red Robe. What was another one? I think it was on AMC theaters though. So one thing I didn't know about Jason Momoa is that he's part Native American. So I guess his mom is Pawnee, and I didn't know that. I just thought the mom was like an Anglo-European or a white person, right? And I know that dad is where the Polynesian side comes from, Hawaiian predominantly. And in fact, my family knows his family. So one of those things, right? I mean, I live in Hawaii, but everybody knows everybody pretty much. Yeah, dude, it's interesting, man. If you guys want to go do a deep dive on his library of movies, man, I think a lot of you will be surprised because he's not afraid to step outside. It's kind of like, you know, how he reminds like it's just like Chris Hemsworth, man. Chris Hemsworth is able to step outside of his character, man. You look at him, I mean, they both got like the looks, they got the body, they're known for that. So of course, action bros, kind of like The Rock. But it's when they do stuff that's outside of the norm and how they can kind of change their persona and actually embody certain roles. Very few people can do that, man, and it's hard. And he does a pretty good job, given what a lot of his what a lot of people might expect from him. Like he's in Minecraft right now, right? He plays a lot of different characters, so shout out to him, man. I know, look, he's wine like me and stuff like that. I try and keep it like more on the, of course, everybody is proud of him and stuff. But as far as him as an entertainer, dude, he's been impressive, right? And so again, just real quick, man, we'll run through this trailer real fast, and I'll do some commentary on it as well. So already, just to let you guys know, man, I just like the look of it, right? And I believe the production was filmed totally in New Zealand, right? Which is fine with me, dude. I mean, Hawaii, like you could try shooting in Hawaii. It's really hard right now, dude. I mean, to capture some of these scenes and stuff like that, they probably would have to CGI. It's kind of like with Lord of the Rings, like why they filmed it in New Zealand, man. It has these nice, great, epic panoramic shots that you can take. I don't know if they're gonna go that far with this. I think they might, just from based on the shots I see right here. Are they gonna use CGI? Probably, right? Um, but in New Zealand,
Ike
see, because when you look at these beaches and waters, dude, they're very, um, you know, they look like what you think Hawaii back in the day would look, right?
ana oi I ke kō ana o
The Hawaiians good too.
ka wānana e kai ana.
So that's the character he's playing, Kariana. That's a traditional cape and headdress, which he was known for wearing.
Nā e imi I ke ana.
I like the look, right? The look looks very authentic. And he did get Polynesians to play the role, right? Which is pretty cool. I don't know how many people they got that are locally from Hawaii. I know they got people from Hawaii, and I know they got some kind of current actors working in other Hollywood productions right now. But I think there's a lot of fill too with a lot of people from Aotearoa, which is New Zealand. In New Zealand, a lot of Maori as well, right? And you see that also like in a lot of the productions that they shoot in New Zealand, man. If you guys know Star Wars episodes 1, 2, and 3, um, you guys will know that as well. They do borrow from a lot of the local talent there, which is cool, man. They have a really good production system in New Zealand. It's probably one of the. I mean, I remember when it first started off over there, it was up and coming, but now it's like one of the top. And that's why a lot of people like to go over there. But some of these panoramic shots and views, I'm just kind of curious how much of it they might have CG. But again, using a backdrop of New Zealand, you don't have to do a lot of that. And here's another thing: it looks like they're gonna show like the Western influence as well, and I hope they do that. I hope they do a good job with it. A lot of times when you watch these movies, man, it's kind of romanticized, right? They kind of make the natives kind of like perfect, and then they make like like these explorers and stuff like that. Make them like I just hope they show that good balance because there's an interesting history, and I really want that to come through in this show, in this movie. And I might be asking a lot, man. If they're gonna go documentary style, which I hope they don't, I hope they keep it entertaining. I mean, you want to tell the story and stuff like that, but you also got to sell the product.
Are you still the chief who desires peace?
Ooh. I like this shot. This is a good shot.
Over war?
So this is right here. So that's what I was talking about. If you guys don't, that's Boba Fett and of course Jango Fett. This is Tamora Morrison. He's a great actor, guys. He's another one you should go look at his film history and watch some of his movies. I first saw him in Once We're Warriors, one of my favorite movies of all time. And I think that was the movie that pretty much put him on the map internationally.
For war?
Oh yeah, see, that's what I want to see. Like I don't want them to shy away. Like I don't want it to be just violence for the sake of violence. But I don't want them to shy away from the impact of what Western, especially Westernized culture came, man. When like guns and stuff like that changed the course of history, right? And I hope they don't shy away from that at all, right? But I hope they also show the actual fighting styles as well.
Paole ke ala.
Oh, here we go. So this is Tony Curtis. He's another great actor. Right. So a lot of the people that you're seeing here, they're from different backgrounds as well, right? But like for me personally, I'll be honest with you guys, would it be cool to see somebody that's like Hawaiian and stuff like that? Yeah, that'd be cool. But that's not necessary when you're trying to make movies, man. You know what I'm saying? Like especially if you look at the overall like what they're trying to accomplish, man. And Jason Momoa, the one thing I like about what he was saying, I watched him in his interview, man. This is kind of like his magnum opus because he feels a connection to the islands, man. So he really, so I trust him that he's gonna try and make the uh, best production as possible, make the movie the best as he can. And then a lot of these people, man, he's friends with them too, and they all support each other, stuff like that. So I'm totally cool with that. Sometimes people get a little bit, like, oh, they have to be this, they have to be that. I was like, dude, you at the end of the day, man, you need really good actors as well. And I'm pretty sure they have a lot of people from Hawaii, and some of those brothers in there, they're pretty big, right? You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have those guys in there, but at the end of the day, you got to think about it. You got to be able to tell the story and make the movie. Give it the look and the polish that it needs, and that requires people with talent across the board. Yeah, dude. I hope they have. I wonder if they're gonna show like Lua. That's like a Hawaiian martial art, man. A lot of bone breaking and stuff like that. My uncle knew the art style, and it's more. And so in my family, man, that generation, this was my grandmother's generation. Knew of that, and I think I know one of my cousins. They carried it on. Um, but I mean, it's kind of a, there's people that are promoting it and stuff like that. But it's actually an art of war, right? Oh, Sega man, what's up, brother? Sorry, I was looking at I was on the YouTube side. Um, hey, what's up, my brother? Hope all's good with you, bro. You must be enjoying that uh, the retro collection, man. That's pretty cool. I did not expect them to do that for Xbox. Um, I'll be honest with you. I had no idea they were gonna do that, bro. That was pretty solid. I gotta give them props. You know what I miss, Sega man, brother. I miss the. You remember on the 360 we had the arcade, right? And it had all the different levels, and then you had all the different games you could get and buy, and then you could buy all the avatar and the avatar gear and all that stuff. I still have some of that stuff too. I know I can't use them now because a lot of it they lost the what is that licensing and stuff like that. But I still got some of the shirts, bro. I missed that, dude. I was hoping they'd bring it back. If there's one thing I wish Microsoft, well, one of a couple of things that I wish Microsoft would do is I really wish they bring back the avatars and make them like the old avatars. Yeah, brother, that was good, man. That was good. I I missed that, dude. I mean, so I remember in the arcade, right? You could set up the cabinets the way that you wanted to, and then you could put like the little like I had the what was that thing, man? Was it the centipede? Right. So anyway, that would be uh like for your avatar and stuff. And then what I did was you have the different floors, so I just made sure I put all the arcade games that are from one company on that floor. Yeah, that was so good, bro. Never know how good we had it, brother. And I'm not, look, bro, I'm not saying that as like Microsoft is over. I'm saying like I just want them to bring it back, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'll spend a lot of time in there, especially if they monetize it and make a store out of it. Because the potential on 360 was there, dude. I know so many people, Sega man, that had like when we could buy the clothes for the avatar, and then they did the backgrounds. Because I had like all the Marvel backgrounds. Yeah, what did I have? Did they have the RoboCop one? They had a bunch of backgrounds. I had them all. I still do actually. In fact, I should change up my avatar. Because when they did the new ones, it was kind of alright, man. But they never did anything with it. And if they're gonna do the cloud and go online, I think they should bring them back and give somebody, give people something to fiddle around with, man. Because like some of the games that they're putting, like I'm playing Towerborn right now, bro. And a lot of the people there, like they draw in a lot of different people that are just not, that can just encompass themselves in a certain brand or in a certain ecosystem, certain types of ecosystems in games, and that's where you make your money at. But yeah, brother, thanks for being here. Just wanted to do this quick video for you guys. Just wanted to do this. I thought this trailer was cool, man. I got high hopes for it. Again, man, I hope Jason can put it off. I think he has a good chance of doing it. And again, man, like I said, it's kind of his passion project. He wants to represent. I know, right? And he has enough clout now where he can pull something like this off. And I just hope, man. I don't want it to be too documentary. I don't want to be too focused on the minutia of the history, right? I want them to do that, but I want them to be able to encompass that in a good and entertaining short story. Kind of like with this new Shogun show, right? It can touch on stuff like that, but just remember that it's also a television show at the end of the day. And so from the cuts that they were doing and the hard cuts and the look of it, it looks good. So we'll see. I think it comes out, man, when does it come out? July, I think? Anyway, so this is supposed to be a teaser trailer. I'll do another reaction when they do a full trailer. But let me wrap it up for now, guys. I also got some other trailers that are out there that I was looking at. I'll try and do them, guys, with no promises. I'll try and do a podcast this weekend. No promises on that, too. I got a lot going on. Got a lot of transitioning at work as well. Getting kind of busy. So, but anyway, man. Faded Blaze, thanks for being in, brother. Daniel Berry. Dude, let's enjoy the WNBA season. Dude, this looks like it's going to be a roller coaster ride, man. The arenas are selling out. That's good for the girls, man. And I think it's, look, dude, I told you guys, man. I grew up watching 70s basketball, man. And this is the closest to the NBA 70s basketball you're going to get. These girls are brutal. And I'm not saying it just for the sake of the drama and all that kind of stuff. I'm not about that stuff. What I'm about, man, is just people playing hard, people hustling, right? People putting themselves out there, right? And these girls are hungry, man. They want respect. And they want to grow their league, man. And the talent level is it's been raising every season, right? For the WNBA, but it does take a catalyst. During my time, you had your Dr. J's and your Will Chamberlains, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Connie Hawkins. I remember all those dudes. My dad was a big. He played basketball. He was a big basketball fan, so I knew about all these dudes, right? And so for me, it was when Magic and Larry came in, but of course the game changer for people of my generation, when Jordan came into the league. When Jordan came into the league, everything changed. Right? It was like the perfect storm too, because all the other teams, you can see the talent level across the board in the NBA in the 80s and going into the 90s. Like it wasn't just one or two teams. You could see the talent level across the board just expand. Right? Just like every team had about like a 3 or 4, or I would say 1 to 3. If they didn't have one superstar, they had at least 3. You know, like I'm talking like in Cleveland, they had Larry Nance, Brad Daugherty, Mark Price, and Craig Elo, right? Like stuff like that. Of course, when Chicago made their run, they had Pippen, Hodges, freaking Bill Cartwright, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Right? So anyway, we'll see what they can do, man. I wish them the best. But anyway, thank you guys for dropping in, man. Sega man, especially, brother. If I do anything, if you have time this weekend, man, let me know, man. We'll hook it up. But anyway, Xbox All In China, host Sega Forever. We out.